always goes. Hello and welcome to the Too Many Words podcast. I am your co-host Isaac William Joseph, along with...
This man wrote a script this time. What the fuck? Jordan.
Is it Jordan or just Jordan?
It's just Jordan. It's Jordan, but
it's just Jordan.
You just call me Jordan.
All right. Guest in studio today, we have Armin.
The Armin to you.
Thanks. The Armin?
Thanks.
All right. Announcements. Jordan thought it appropriate to make a independent Instagram for our podcast.
It's good to get the branding out there.
So yeah, go give that a follow if you'd like.
I also made
have
Twitter, but that's very early.
what looks like
Isaac doesn't use
4
Twitter.
current followers.
Oh, really?
You, Jordan, and myself, Dustin, and then a wild card, a guy named Jordan Dusenberry, a guy that went to grade school with me.
Shout out Jordan Dusenberry.
Yeah, shout out Jordan Dusenberry.
Shout out Jordan Dusenberry.
I think that's a really good thing to entice people.
My name is Jordan.
We should mention them on the podcast if they follow us on Instagram.
Yeah, why not?
Are you going to mention everyone individually? Or like?
I mean, at least
think
to start out
for
with.
the first, let's say, well, it really depends on the rate, but I think for the solid first 100, we'll give you a shout out.
Directly in the intros.
There's a lot of YouTube guys that shout out their Patreon subscribers.
Yeah, but that's like in a big end credits scene that like they don't actually like. No one actually watches that part of the video.
I suppose that's true. He doesn't
Plus,
say
like, what
them.
if this gets like super successful and you got to like shout out like 10,000 people?
See, that's when we stop doing that. But
Which is something that maybe we can think about in the future. Maybe you open a Patreon, help us upgrade to some better equipment, but not now. It's
I'm
too
definitely
early.
asking for equipment.
This is some scuffed shit right now.
I'm
not gonna
definitely
lie.
asking for equipment for my birthday. Okay, listeners that are mostly my family right now. My birthday.
Have you guys done like a tour of the setup?
No, because it keeps changing every episode so far.
Yeah.
We are in the garage, as
is-
you can see
this is
via YouTube, as you can not hear, but you know.
This is most identical to last week's, honestly.
These motherfuckers had me as a guest, as an honored guest, and I had to bring my
You're
own
not honored.
recording.
I've already added some microphones and stuff to my Amazon wish list, so I'm planning on purchasing in the future.
Just add an audio interface so you can do something.
Yeah, I also did that.
I'm definitely asking for mics and cameras.
Cameras
Video
are
cameras.
less important.
I
Yeah,
think
that is true.
I think a nice camera would be fun for me.
I mean,
to
yeah.
dilly
You have a
dally with.
GoPro. That's not a bad camera.
It records in 1080p, so
Plus, everyone
Well,
has a fucking phone.
For me personally,
yeah.
I would love to have a pro camera, especially if I want
Well, if
to
that's like a
dabble.
personal thing for you, that's one thing. But like for this show, you have a phone that you can set up.
Yeah, phone, like my phone, and I know Isaac's phone both have really good cameras, and I'm sure the 22 whatever.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
That's like 5 cameras and a selfie cam.
All right. So, Armin, quick intro.
My name's Armin. I'm a friend of these guys.
Is that it?
Yep. What else?
All right.
What do you want from me?
Are we gonna dive right into it?
sure.
All right.
Armin went with us on the New York trip.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why he's here tonight, so we can further dive into the subject of the great trip that was New York City.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I guess a quick way to pitch is the hellhole that was getting there. How about that?
I enjoyed the drive there.
You enjoyed the drive?
I enjoyed the drive back.
The parts I didn't enjoy were like the heavy traffic, the tight cities, that kind of stuff. But most of it was just open road, us chilling.
After that, I honestly think that I need anxiety pills.
After
Really?
Jeezy left, I'm
After Jeezy left, it was so much better.
oh yeah.
Okay, I thought you were saying after Jeezy left it was worse.
No.
Like he was the only thing keeping you sane during
God,
that
no.
trip.
I mean, I enjoyed having him there. I mean, I love Jeezy.
Yeah, it was
He's actually,
it was crowded. Is the problem?
yeah.
Yeah, so we grabbed Armin's 4Runner.
We needed a vehicle with a third roasty is what we really needed.
I mean,
Well, it
it
wouldn't
was-
have helped because we had too much shit in the back.
Out of all of
Well,
our
I
friends,
mean-
we had that was the best. That was the most appropriate vehicle.
Don't
right
forget, at that point, we had the back seats up. So, like, we probably still, like, say we took a minivan. I mean, that would have probably had about the same sort of storage capacity.
Well, it would have had the seats there, which takes up space. Plus, like, we would have like used up all of the third row.
No, I mean, like, so the back, the actual like compartment all the way in the back.
Like a bigger vehicle next time.
Yeah, like a longer vehicle essentially.
Yeah. Okay.
Or less people.
Well, the plan was supposed to be only 3 people initially, and then I was like, well, Jeezy, what are you doing? I know you wanted to go to Pennsylvania.
So you had to be a good friend.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you had to be a good boyfriend?
Yeah.
A good ex-boyfriend at the time?
I hate saying this, but like initially I actually didn't want Hannah to come, and then Isaac was like, Hannah's coming with. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was kind of like just like a last call idea.
I was glad she came.
Yeah, I mean, I was too. Hannah's great. I love Hannah. She's amazing.
Why didn't you want Hannah to come?
She definitely funded a lot of
more
Uber
people.
rides.
Just
Yeah,
more
okay,
people.
just the space thing.
What?
She definitely funded like the Uber rides.
Yeah.
Well, we ended up paying her back.
Yeah.
I think she still owes me money.
I think everybody came away from that thinking that everybody owed them money.
I don't.
Except for me. For me,
I paid a lot of people money.
everything is fluid for me, okay? I don't really keep track
And I
of
kept
that
track of the gas pretty well, so.
The only reason I know that Hannah owes me money is because you told me she owes me money when
Oh,
the
really?
trip was over.
I mean-
I think Hannah told you that. No, told me that to tell you that. Yeah.
And then Hannah does owe me the money for
and I have
Isaac's
not
half of
seen
that.
Hannah in like months at this point.
She's been really busy lately.
Oh, okay.
She got a new
Nursing
job.
stuff or law stuff?
She's really
And she's
been
going to
well, she's
I
been
didn't
at this
talk about that
current job for a few weeks now, but like there was a very good portion of her just getting a job, not really liking it, and getting a different one.
Do you say like on air what she does?
No, let's not get into that.
No.
We probably already said too much.
We can mute the mics.
It's all right.
Well, why would you think we've said too much?
He has a girlfriend with a job.
Oh my god.
Identifiable information.
No,
right
Yeah.
there.
no. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about her carrying that, her job business,
What do you mean carrying her job business?
like her. That's almost kind of like her business on her decisions to get a
So
job
you don't
and
wanna, like, talk
a
about
different
her
one
pers-
and a
oh,
different
okay.
one, and
Yeah.
but honestly, she might not care because like I mentioned to her that I said that there was 10 supermodels in my psych class for last podcast. She's like, yeah, college chicks are hot. I don't care. As long as you just don't go and date any like some Becky chick or something like
Fuck
that.
it. She can blame me. She's a stripper, everyone.
Okay.
Okay, she's not a stripper, but
She's
yeah.
not a stripper. But so yeah, we had a packed vehicle for before Jordan corrects me, I will correct myself. For like the 24-hour trip that it took there, but we did take like a lot of stops. We stopped in Philly. We stopped in Pennsylvania.
I still don't think
that's
it
the
took
same
24
thing.
hours.
We stopped in like a different part of Pennsylvania for Jesus.
I
But-
think it took like 20 hours.
That's what I was thinking.
We
But
left
then-
we left at like 11 or noon,
No, hold on.
and then the next day we got there 2 hours early because check-in was 3 o'clock. I know that for a fact.
It's a 22 hours, and then not to mention like any of the stops we did.
I was
Subtract
thinking
an
about
hour
it.
because we jumped forward because of time zones.
Yeah. So we got there at about 12 our time.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's about 23 hours then.
Yeah.
Because we left around 11:30 actually, I believe. Or is it? No. Either way, I was thinking about it again.
It was in the 20s.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I was like, that Pennsylvania Philly cheesesteak like detour really took a long time.
It was mostly the like actually going off the path to
Yeah.
go there.
That
didn't
definitely
spend
added a
much
few
time.
hours.
No.
It was what, like 10 minutes for the walk there, getting the cheesesteaks and the walk
Something
back.
like that.
Yeah.
In comparison, it took us like 12 hours to get back home.
Yeah. I say, all in all, like, the trip there probably took 22 to 23 hours. I will continue to refuse to say it took 24 because like that just don't make sense. That don't make no damn sense.
It's all right for me. It's all right for me.
If you guys want, I keep my Google timeline on, so I know exactly how long it took,
Yeah?
or I can find out in a little bit.
I mean, if you want.
After
But,
this, I'll tell you guys exactly how long it took us.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys know what date we went?
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
actually, yeah.
Okay, so
Snapchat me the date, I'll tell you how long it took.
we saw the Statue of Liberty on the 1st. And that's accounting for both groups that we divvied into.
That was May 1st, right?
May 1st, yeah. Oh, I'm in the wrong year.
That's probably good enough for me. I can find it from there.
Yeah? All right. Doesn't matter then. So, let's dive into what people will click on this story for, because it says New York. Let's cut the chit chat about the drive that we just all agree that.
I think we should talk about it more, honestly.
Really?
I agree. I think the drive
Okay.
was like half the excitement.
Stop trying to cut us off, Isaac. Come
What
on,
are you
man.
talking about?
You're moving on too fast.
Yeah, just chill.
Oh.
Relax.
Okay.
I'm fucking with him.
All right. I will add then. I did text Armin after the whole trip was over. I was like, hey, next time make sure I take like a Xan for the trip.
You were
I-
freaking out for a lot of it.
Let me tell you
because
this.
you weren't driving.
It,
And then you were-
it was even worse when I wasn't looking. It was when I was laying down in the car.
The feeling is mutual here. When I got like out of the driver's seat in Pennsylvania after Jeezy left and I laid down, all I felt was like you with the hard lane changes throwing me around the back, and I like my anxiety peaked up here.
I feel like when you're not looking, everything is very exaggerated when you feel it.
That must just be for you guys, because like I don't know. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I guess I grew up not even looking
With
at
terrible drivers as parents, yeah.
I mean, yes, hands down, yes. Both of my parents are terrible drivers, but like, I also like I would always be frequently sleeping or laying down in the back seat whenever they would be driving me to my dad's or back.
See, all my memories of driving with my parents were like driving with my dad in Bosnia in like the mountains with like the curvy ass roads and the steep cliffs if we fuck up, and like he's a maniac. He like passes people in like mid curve. You can't see shit that's oncoming. Like no clue if a car is gonna come. Just head on you right there.
It's confidence, baby.
Yeah, he's never had a close call. It's kind of impressive.
And that's why he's a truck driver, right?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Does he actually do much driving now still? Or?
Well, no, he's in Bosnia now.
I mean, yeah, obviously.
He's living the retired life.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, is he staying there?
Yeah, pretty much.
You just got the house to yourself now?
Yeah, I guess.
Is your mom there?
No, she's over there too.
What the fuck? You said your parents were going to be coming back before you were.
I thought they were. I actually invited Davey to go with me.
Yeah.
He was going to go.
You invited me, too.
Yeah, and you two were going to go. Well, you were somewhat going to go, and then I told you not to if you're going to come for like a night. So Davey was going to go. I was going to give him my parents' bedroom so he had a place to sleep. But, like, apparently that wouldn't have worked out because my parents were still there. Yeah, they just decided to extend the trip to the rest of the year at least.
Damn. Armin's got a whole ass house to himself. Why don't we play fucking D&D over there?
Yeah, good.
yeah.
Mr. I don't play D&D anymore.
I mean, I do. I'd love to play my own campaign, but, you know. Scheduling.
Yeah.
For everyone.
Yeah.
I sent Isaac a message and he never responded to it.
Line of context, Jordan and I are both on a break for D&D, really.
I mean, I was trying to not be, but
It's all right.
I'm
Are
hosting.
You guys not playing your campaign?
No, we haven't been able to
Why not?
because we don't have times where everyone's available.
I'm a busybody.
Don't you guys have Tuesdays?
What?
No.
What do you mean no?
Tuesday's actually like my most busy day.
I worked today.
Someone's not listening to the podcast.
The fuck
Armin.
The fuck you doing? You had Tuesdays free.
He's at school.
As said last episode.
Well, okay, last episode, it's JVC's fault that I didn't listen. I started listening, and then I paused to go to bed. And then in the morning, I woke up, I'm like, oh, yeah, I was listening to this. Let me continue playing. And turns out the video was privated.
Oh yeah.
You completely ruined my flow. I never finished
Oh.
watching it.
Wait a second. Did you start watching it on Tuesday?
Yeah, I watched it when you fucking uploaded
It wasn't supposed to be out yet.
I just watched it when you uploaded it.
How did you know that?
It just showed up. I was like, oh, hey, a podcast.
It was only up for maybe 6 hours, if that. Probably only 4.
And that's when I watched it.
Anyways,
Oh my god. Okay.
And
I'm
the
more
morning
impressed
was
than
gone.
anything. I'm more impressed than anything.
on Tuesdays I wake up from 5 to 5:30. I clock in at 6. I clock out of work at 11. I go home and get ready for school. After that, it should be around 12ish. I get to school. First class, 12:50 to 2:15. Second class, 3 o'clock to 3:55. Third class, 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock.
Oh, I loved 3-hour classes. Those were my favorites.
Really?
Yeah.
I like those too, but my back hurts sitting in one spot for so long.
It had to be a class that I actually enjoyed. I'd never do some math class for 3 hours.
It's a psych class.
Oh yeah, see, I would enjoy that.
It's all right, yeah.
My favorite class was my philosophy class.
Yeah.
That was a 3-hour class at 6 to 9 on Mondays. Very fun.
Philosophy does sound fun. But even after all that, I gotta go home and we record.
Mm-hmm.
As of right now, it is Tuesday, September 6th, 9:42. I actually want to try to do a timestamp every time. I gotta remember that.
It is right now, folks.
Yeah, I gotta
Every
put it in the
time-
script
Every time what?
every time we record. I think it's important.
Oh,
I think it's actually really cool. Everything I do, I actually want my kids to dig up and be like, "This is Dad when he was young."
I mean,
I just
I
had a
haven't.
catastrophic thought. Can we make sure everyone's recording?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
recording.
Okay, just making sure.
That'd be bad.
I looked at my button and it was blue, which normally it's flashing red, but apparently it's down here now with the recording thing.
Oh, okay.
I am recording. We're good.
Okay. That looks like a pretty nice webcam, Armin.
Hey,
Yeah, it's a Logitech Brio.
What?
any other notes for the trip?
So we drove most of the way there. We had to drop Jeezy off in Pennsylvania to see his lover. I'm not gonna call her a girlfriend because, I don't think that's.
She's moving in though. I
As
call
far
her
as-
that at this point.
I mean, okay, so
His
Love
muse,
interests.
his paramour.
personally, I would, but that's not what Jeezy's calling it right now because that's not what she wants
Fuck
apparently.
what Jeezy's calling it. This is what she is.
Anyways, we dropped him off. He stayed there for 4.5 weeks, 5 weeks.
Long.
Because I think he ended up staying a little bit longer. I don't know.
Well, he was actually supposed to come back with us because he asked me to try to convince you to stay for an extra day, which we did end up doing. But then I think it was a day before, he just said, "No, I'm not coming back with you guys. I'm just gonna buy a plane ticket." Which
Actually,
I
yeah.
thought was the smart move.
I was there with him when he bought the plane ticket.
Yeah, I thought that was the smart move to do.
He had fun. Anyways, then from that point we drove to
New York.
No, capital
Philly
Philadelphia.
for the cheesesteak.
For the
Oh,
home
yeah,
of the
Jeezy was
cheesesteak.
before the cheesesteak.
Yeah. That
Philly was
was
pretty cool. I had to drive in Philly. Never driving in Philly again.
yeah.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Yeah, I peeked up a couple times and saw the conditions. That looked stressful as fuck.
That was
Philly is
stressful.
arguably worse than New York to drive in.
Yeah, no, that was
that was like the heart of. We didn't really drive in. New
We
York
never
City much.
really
Yeah.
drove in New York.
You got the closest, I think,
Yeah.
but that was still New Jersey.
Well, we did drive in New York proper. It was just the highways there,
I guess, yeah.
essentially passing through.
Yeah.
It was. We weren't driving in the city or anything.
Yeah.
But we did drive.
I
in
wasn't
the
willing
city of
to
Philly.
even try that at New York.
Fuck that. I'm good.
I'm fine with never going through Philly again. Though.
We drove to Philly. That was about an hour and a half drive there, and then an hour and a half drive from there to New York.
Let me get into detail about Philly.
Okay, go right ahead.
The roads very narrow. It's like they never updated them since
So narrow.
1776. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
founding city of America. Okay,
Just remembering parts of the stop there because like there was that
One of
lady that was just stopped in the middle of the
Delivering
fucking
groceries
road.
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Instacart.
someone behind her honked, but she was very slowly
Didn't
just.
give a fuck. She
did
just
not
kept
care.
Unloading.
She's like, bruh, I'm a freaking food delivery driver.
I just
Get off
remembered
my
another
ass."
part.
What?
Driving from our stop, the guy in the wheelchair just fucking sitting in the middle of the road.
That's right. Yeah, people in Philly be freaky, dude.
No, the Philly, they're on another fucking level. They're fucking crazy, I swear.
We saw a high school that looked like an apartment building.
Yeah, / prison.
Yeah. I accidentally stole a newspaper from a Philadelphia gas station.
Yeah.
I don't even know why you wanted the newspaper.
I was looking for something that represented.
What happened
hey,
to that
we were
newspaper?
here. But literally, like everywhere we
Do you
stopped.
have it?
Do I have it?
Yeah, the newspaper.
Yeah, it's at my mom's.
Okay.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still wonder what happened to those
You
Rocket
wanna
League
get
cups.
That snow globe I gave her?
It's still in the entertainment center
Is
right
it?
now.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all I have
the
to
one
say
from
about
Bosnia?
Philly. Screw
From
Philly.
Italy.
Oh, whatever. Same thing.
Philly sports are entertaining, but I'll never drive there again.
Let's see where are we at? So driving back. That was arguably worse than driving there. I think driving back from
You
Philly.
think so? Oh,
Yeah, like Philly to New York from like that wall. What was that place we dropped easy off? What was that? Was that Menards or some shit?
Yeah, it was Menards.
it was
parking lot.
Walmart.
Was it Walmart?
Yeah, it was a Walmart.
Yeah, it was Walmart because I remember there being a Sam's Club.
Okay, either way. Driving from that Walmart to Philly was not terrible, but it was not good by any means. But driving from Philly to New York, oh my fucking god!
Well, in between there,
You
it was,
think
it
so?
was fine.
I mean, we hit like a 8-lane road. It
I
was
guess, yeah.
nice.
The first like 20 minutes from Philly to New York were terrible.
Oh yeah, yeah, dude. Oh, they took us to like a tunnel, and I ran into a circle, and I had to do everything over again.
That was my fault.
Ugh.
I remember I was driving through the night and like the sunrise in the
I remember
mountains, that. I had to like nudge
The
Jeezy
accident.
to like show. Oh yeah, that we almost like crashed because I forget what happened. I think
Some
just,
dude like 2 cars ahead of you just ran into
just-
someone else.
Did he run into someone?
That's what I saw driving past it.
Okay. I remember. I thought he just like randomly slammed on his. It might have been the guy behind him just slammed on the brakes because the guy in front of him hit someone. But I was talking about the scenery. How it looked
that was fucking
amazing.
beautiful.
Through in the mountains.
Yeah.
In the wooded.
Pennsylvania
mountains.
is very pretty outside
You know what it
of Philly.
reminded me of actually? You know in GTA 5 how like if you go on the highway on like the left side and you go all the way up into like that wooded area in Blaine County?
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of that area.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like mountainous, woody, kind of remote.
They don't got houses; they got homesteads, baby.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I like.
The Pennsylvania mountains were some of the most beautiful sights I've ever seen.
Mhm. Very pretty.
We were supposed to stop and take pictures on the way back, but it was raining, so
Mm-hmm.
we didn't do that. Sadly.
All right.
So moving.
Jeezy got a couple snapshots on the way there,
Yeah,
but his camera was bad.
yeah. His phone costs like $50.
Oh, I remember a fiasco on the way to Pennsylvania. The vape clouds fogging up the windshield, and in the morning the sun just completely illuminated the windshield. I could barely see. Had to pull over on the middle of the highway to
I
wipe it
remember that
down.
now. Yeah. Oh my god, that was fucking insane.
And that was after we took the wrong turn too.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was.
Well, anyways, we got to New York. Drove past it, drove through it.
We were staying in a place in New Jersey.
Yeah, we stayed in a place in like Asian country, New Jersey.
Yeah, it was basically Chinatown.
There was a lot of Asians.
Yeah, like I went to go get like some food at like some of the local places,
Mhm.
and like Apparently, I went at the time that school was getting out, and it was all Asian children. 100% Asian children.
We were there too, weren't we?
You might have been with me.
I remember like the first technically food place we stopped, other than the freaking washroom, like the laundry room that we took to go to the bathroom.
Literally everyone took a shit there.
But we went to that one small food place, and they had those fish pancakes with the beans inside.
Those are
that good. Was nice.
That was cool.
That was so good. I took Hannah's. Yeah.
I was a big fan.
Yeah. That's
actually the first time I've ever had the red bean paste.
Mm-hmm.
Big fan now.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Sweet beans.
All right.
There was also a lot of the cherry blossom trees.
There was a lot of cherry blossom
in this quaint neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was actually a very pretty neighborhood. It wasn't overcrowded at all. Actually, it was like the thing that was closest to home when it came to like traffic, as in like it wasn't stereotypical, oh my goodness, there's everybody everywhere.
I mean, it was as soon as you hit that main road, but in the suburbs, on the city or on the suburb streets, it was fine.
Yeah,
like I would definitely live where we had.
Yeah, it was a fine place.
Yeah, it was cute.
I'm sure, like, it probably still costs ridiculous amounts of money to stay there, but
probably,
yeah.
We ended up getting a good deal on the Airbnb.
I mean, yeah. That's just for an Airbnb though. That's not for living there.
Usually it tracks. You pay what the property is worth.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess I don't really know that much about Airbnb, but we got there to our Airbnb, and we all went and took a shit, and then we came back and fell asleep.
We got there before check-in time, so we spent a lot of time in the car.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's why we took.
We used that time to go to the bathroom
at the laundromat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, what happened when we woke up, boys?
I think we all had a headache.
After that,
that's when we went to the Edge.
Went to freaking New York.
Yeah, New York itself. I'm ready. I am ready to go back.
We all like took a nap in there, right?
Yeah, that's what I said.
At least I did. I don't know.
We all fell asleep.
We I don't know if I fell asleep, but it doesn't matter. We did like live in it for a little bit before we decided to go out, because we had only bought tickets for one thing for the first night. And the observation deck called the Edge. That's I think that's a resounding recommend from all of us.
Yeah,
that was pretty good.
It was sick. It took you to like the top floor of like a big ass building that was
big ass building.
Is this taller than the Empire State Building? Because I saw the Empire State Building. It's at least very close to the same height.
I'm not sure about that. My phone's over there, so I can't. Probably could try to Google it on here, but I don't want to try.
But yeah, you can see the ocean as far as the eye can see, the Jersey skyline. What like I don't know. You're kind of in the New York skyline, but
basically see
everything. And we saw it at night, where everything was lit up, and I think that was perfect. Absolutely perfect.
I wanted to see it during the day, but
I think
we got there at like twilight.
We can all agree there is a plethora of things that are still left to do in New York, which is why we still all want to take one more trip to do the things we couldn't.
I think you were the only one who went to Central Park.
I walked past it, along it, the short side.
You didn't actually go in?
No.
Okay.
No, I when I saw the dude whip his dick out and start pissing all over the place, I think that was enough for me.
Did that happen?
Yes. Very aggressively, he whipped his dick out.
Paint a picture for me. Throw me into the situation, Jordan.
Okay, so it was the top right corner of Central Park. I had just finished crossing Central Park. There was a homeless man sleeping on the bench, and there was another dude that was, a real black man. He was definitely gangster, that type of person. He was wearing like a white hood, and he like just pulled his pants down a little bit, whipped his dick out very aggressively, like mid piss. It almost seemed like. And
Did you like it?
Pleasant.
Yeah, rate this dick.
Yeah.
I didn't necessarily see his dick per se.
Oh.
You saw his dick. There's a dick in front of you. He was
facing the opposite direction.
Okay.
So for all you know, he could be just strangling his balls with his back to you.
He was pissing though.
Yeah, but the aggression could have been towards his balls. What if he doesn't like his balls?
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, no, that was. I think that was enough for me. And apparently, a lot of people get mugged in Central Park, so I don't know.
Yeah, don't go alone for Central Park. If anybody wants to take this story and be like,
Which is
I
weird,
wanna
because
go to
I
New
hear
York.
stories of like couples, jogging through Central Park, and we're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, those people are like on NCIS at the beginning. Okay. But yeah.
Those are the people who find the body.
Yes. So to get to the edge, it's not complicated. It's just there's a lot of steps.
Yards.
Hudson Yards Mall. Apparently a mall so great there's a monument next to it, and that's like their logo. Yeah, those stairs. We didn't even walk those stairs. Those look pretty cool.
They looked neat, but like that, I was not interested.
I wasn't interested because it was dark, and I feel like that specifically would have been a better experience.
You know what stairs would have been cool to walk up?
What?
The stairs from the Rocky movie.
Are those in New York?
Those are in Philadelphia.
Oh, okay. I don't care then.
Wait, weren't the Joker stairs in New York?
Probably.
I thought those were in maybe Jersey, actually, but I'm not sure about those.
I mean, when it comes to filming New York movies, people come back and forth between those two states anyways.
Well, they're like right next to each other.
Yeah. Literally like 30, 40 minute
difference.
difference.
I'm in Jersey.
Maybe even like 10-minute difference depending on where you want to be.
Jersey.
How you doing?
I go to Brooklyn.
Oh!
Oh yeah, speaking of bad New York accents, Hannah was going to beat me in public multiple times because randomly we would just be walking down the street. I'd be like, I'm walking here. Watch
Why
it.
would you do that?
And Hannah would be like, oh my gosh, as if I was like, I don't know, saying a racial slur to these people.
That's the New York N-word. That's the tourist New York N-word.
Honestly, I feel like it actually might be.
Yeah, if you come up to a New Yorker and say, hey, oh, they know you're not from there.
Oh, man. But,
all right, yeah.
This Hudson Yards, I've never been in a skyscraper mall. Really cool. We saw like cool Rolex stores and suits stores, and that's about as much as I can recall right now.
Almost looked like an airport mall.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything looked just super cool and
super clean.
At the bottom of it, yeah. Before we even did that, we went to
that little Italy.
Was it Italy?
Little something.
No, it was Spanish. Might have been
Little
Spain.
Yeah, Little Spain or something like that. Yeah, like the bottom floor of a nearby building. That was sick.
They had really expensive charcuterie sandwiches.
Yeah, we didn't have time to sit down at the restaurant, but yeah, Armin and I, we both had the sandwich.
What are you talking about? I thought we did.
Yeah, we sat down.
I mean, we sat down, but like there was a restaurant section where you could order stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah, to give like the viewers a layout, there was like it was basically like a food court.
Yeah.
So there's like a bunch of stands and like a bunch of like in the wall establishments, and you can just order food, and then they just had like tables.
They had a lot of really crazy shit there.
And there was just like one like almost dedicated restaurant with like an open
in the very middle of the whole damn thing.
I thought in the middle was the charcuterie.
Yeah, I would say that was the charcuterie section that Armin
remember
went
it
to.
being against one of the walls.
Yeah.
The restaurant section?
Yeah.
No, there's like a separate section near the middle with like red flooring, and there's like ropes. And apparently my mind didn't even see the ropes.
What is that?
What is this?
How did both our alarms go off?
Birth control, both of you.
Are all of our alarms going off?
No, not mine.
Okay, just ours.
You have a 10 o'clock
Birth control.
Yeah, that's to feed my cat.
Oh, okay.
His is to go to sleep for some reason because he never goes to bed at 10.
I used to have an alarm to go to sleep too.
Okay.
Yeah, I have
We were
no
all
idea what you're
ignoring our
talking about.
alarms.
Restaurant in the middle.
Yeah,
Hannah could tell you.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, there was a bunch of tables where people were sitting in the very middle, and it was roped off, and it had different flooring. There was even like a hostess and host stand.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, I remember the layout differently.
Yeah.
Dude, I took so many pictures. I can
I
show
actually
you guys later.
remember the layout very clearly.
I can show
don't
you guys.
remember that.
Hannah can vouch. I walked right through it, and it was embarrassing.
I don't remember
I remember when you came off the stairs or the escalator to get down to this basement area. It was right to the right of it.
Yeah, I remember the restaurant, but I do not remember it being where you described
You
it.
probably remember like tables and people sitting at those tables, but like those were like everywhere.
I know. I remember the roped off
No, there was,
section.
there was,
that was all the way on the right
There
side
was
of
the
the
bar
thing.
tables that you and I sat at, like
Yeah.
the high chair style
Yeah.
tables, but then there were actual like restaurant tables to the right of the stairs.
Okay, so think about the place that we got the sandwich at.
Yeah.
On the other side,
Other side, like which side?
where we were sitting, on the other side of where we were sitting to wait for that sandwich, with like the bar stools. Okay, on the other side of that is the restaurant. I took so many pictures and I took so many videos. I promise you guys, I can assure you after this episode.
Pull that
Okay,
shit up. Pull
Right now?
Right now.
I'm pulling them up right now too.
Fact check.
Because I don't think it was in the middle. I know exactly
We got
what
the
you're talking
competing
about,
fact
but I
checks
don't
going
remember
on.
it being in the middle.
Who's gonna bring up the picture first?
that's definitely not gonna be me.
Oh, I went past it.
Oh. We see some furious scrolling going on both sides.
All right, here we are.
Furious.
All right, so
Aggressive taps.
welcome to Espana. Vinos.
España.
We got Vinos. That's a kind of a restaurant seating bar-ish area. There's Hannah. Oh, this is a video.
You have like a 360 video.
No, that looks like a food truck, but like not outside. Let's see. That looks like the place where we got the sandwich vaguely. Yeah, because there's the far end side, and that's there's us.
This is riveting podcasting, by the way.
Yeah. Like this is
No,
this
it's
is
edit
when
this in
Isaac
post.
and Hannah walked up on us sitting waiting for your sandwich.
Boom.
And,
Labara. Video. Evidence. Walking right by. I'll show you, Armin. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. Bam. Pause. That's the whole restaurant right there.
Oh, that's like a tiny little bitch restaurant. I was talking about the big restaurant.
Still a
You're making
restaurant.
this sound like it's some extravagance, like different flooring, roped off kind of shit.
It was roped off.
No, that's like a.
I didn't
that's
say
like a
it was
back
special.
alley. What do you mean? You said it had different flooring.
Yeah, it did have different.
Every
that doesn't
section
mean-
had different flooring.
That doesn't mean I made it special.
This is a back alley he just showed us. A back alley restaurant of a
Hey,
of a food
still a
court.
restaurant, okay? And if we would have bet on it, y'all would have owed me money. I swear to God.
All right,
I honestly, I still disagree.
I'll take the
Oh,
L.
that's just called ignorance, Jordan.
It's
Anyways,
like, you didn't show it to me.
so that was
I
like
can
the
vouch.
first night. That was the first night of New York. All right, and
Well, we haven't even gone up to the edge yet. You just talked about the basement.
we talked about the edge.
We didn't go up it though.
I have an interesting thing to share from going up the edge.
What's that?
That was the airport security where I had
that?
I had knives packed in my bag.
Oh, that's right.
And I didn't
Oh,
know
that's
there was
right.
any security to go through.
that was
so I
actually
like,
kind
I'm
of a
just
whole
gonna take
ordeal,
all my
huh?
knives and shit. So I see metal detectors. I'm like, oh fuck, this might be a problem. They might turn us away from here. And I saw Hannah looking at me like she knew I had some shit on me. So I slyly go up, take my bag. There's a pocket on the back where I keep my knives. I put it down this way so that pocket is facing the table, and then they start going through it. I go through the metal detector. It goes off, obviously. So they go through my bag. They start pulling out dice from D&D. They pull out the little Hot Wheels D6.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
And then they get to like my main compartment. They start pulling out like battery packs. They pull out like these two folders, I guess, like folders with zippers. And one of them was a screwdriver set, which very obviously could have set off the alarm. The other one was a lockpick set, which is a little more shifty, but also could have probably set off the alarm. They're like, oh, I think we found the culprit here. So they just give me the bag back, had me go through the metal detector without the bag, and they just sent me on my way. I saw Hannah like staring like I was going to fucking jail this entire time.
That was fun.
I wasn't worried for you, Armin.
I wasn't either. But like,
I
yeah.
mean, they would have just like sent me away, told me to like, go put it away somewhere.
Yeah.
That was
Actually, that would have been a huge problem. Where would I have put my knives?
Sell it.
I'm not gonna sell my fucking knives.
just to some dude on the
Hey!
street. Yeah. But like, hey, you want to buy some knives?
$50. That was a $300 knife.
You need to get rid of it quick. We were on a schedule.
He doesn't give a fuck about your schedule, okay?
It wasn't my schedule. They were tickets we bought for a time.
I guess true.
Sir.
I would have just sat at the bottom. Fuck it.
Anyways, that was after we went up the elevator. We went through like 2 different elevators. It was weird.
It was.
No, we only went through one to get there, and then we
Through confusion.
We got off that elevator and onto the next elevator, which took us back down. So we had to explain to them, like, "Hey, we're retards," and we went on the elevator down right away.
But yeah,
They just sent us right back
Jordan
up.
Yeah.
would not stand on the glass flooring because he claims to be fat.
He took a step on it. I forced him to
Yeah?
take a step on it.
He
Freaked
would
me
not
out.
go
I
near.
I was freaking the fuck out.
He treated those glass walls on the edge like they were COVID. 6 feet away from any edges at all times.
3 feet. Okay, what's wrong with you? Actually, I got as close as 1 foot. So
Really?
yeah.
Did someone push you?
No, I touched him once.
Aww.
I have photographic evidence of that.
Dope. Jordan getting over his fears.
That was not easy, actually, at all. I was terrified.
Yeah.
I was starting to feel like wobbly.
I would have been fine dying in New York.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man, my tragedy international immediately.
No one's gonna care if a tourist dies in New York.
If he fell like how many feet away from the top?
Well, okay, these were like 10-foot walls. There's no chance you're falling off of that.
No.
first of all.
I'm saying like if I just climbed it.
Okay, if you jumped off, you committed suicide.
Yeah, that's
Maybe.
definitely in the news.
You might get some news.
Yeah.
The edge jumper.
Yeah.
Iowa man jumps off the edge observation deck, splatters on the ground, makes a wonderful painting.
Yes, sir.
Manifesto found. I wouldn't mind
Feeds the
dying
pigeons
in New
for
York.
weeks. But let's see.
You know, if I jumped off a high building, I would rather land on another building, just to like force people to like clean my body up off that building instead of the street.
Oh man. All right.
I gotta be
Any
an
other notes from
inconvenience.
night number 1?
That was it. We like went home after that, didn't we?
Yeah.
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 It
Yeah.
was like the quick day. We were all tired as fuck.
We were
Shit.
very all tired as fuck. Yeah.
Like, I slept. How long did we sleep for?
I don't know.
I wanna say it was
will
3
say
hours.
Every night we slept in at least a little bit.
Oh yeah. So I slept in the car ride for at least a few minutes. Then we got there. I passed out for like 3 hours. Then we went out to the Edge Observatory, and then we came back. And I slept like a baby the rest of the night.
Yeah. Yep, that sounds like
Was the first night the same night as Joe's Pizza?
That's
No,
what I'm wondering right now, but I don't think
Are you
so.
sure about
no.
that?
it wasn't.
Wasn't? Okay, I guess that was second night then.
Yeah. Speaking of second night, every second night has to have a second day. Let's talk about the second day.
We woke up.
We woke up.
We woke up.
That's a D&D meme.
We woke up.
Things happened after that, Jordan.
Was that the Statue of Liberty?
I
Night?
think
I
Or
think
was that
that's
day
when we
3?
went to go get food at the
I mean, I think okay. So, I guess it really just depends on what day we left, because it took a day to get there, and I know for a fact we saw it on May 1st, as said previously. So it depends on if it was May 1st.
So second night was not Joe's Pizza. Second night was Joe's Pizza. Third night.
Okay, let me
The
give you.
third night was the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah,
right?
third night was Statue of Liberty.
Okay.
And I remember that now because we went to the Wall Street, then we went to that chopped cheese place, and then we went home.
What did we do on the second night? All I remember is Joe's Pizza.
Well, was there a third night? Because let me tell you this: the last day, all we did was wake up and then go home.
Well, yeah, but like, I'm certain there was a third night.
Yeah.
And I'm
Well,
pretty
think
sure.
of stuff to say for that third night.
We're second night.
Or the
We're
second
trying
night.
second night right now. We're trying to think. Okay, shut up. Yeah.
I
Second
remember-
night was Joe's Pizza because
Yeah.
that was the last thing we
Yeah.
did there.
Did we learn to use the subways on the third night or the second night?
Oh,
That
we
was the
learned
third
to
night.
use the subways on the last day for sure.
Yeah.
Because that was chopped cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I tried to go to the 9/11 museum and they were closed.
Mm-hmm. That third day was actually pretty awesome for me.
It was not for me.
It's all right.
I enjoyed
Okay.
the third day.
I enjoyed it for you,
Even though
Jordan.
my legs gave out on me and I had to
I actually
leave.
started crying.
Really?
Yeah, because
Where
I
were
felt
you?
like you guys all
Paint a picture
left
for
me
me.
and abandoned me. Like,
You were being fucking retarded on the subways and you wouldn't walk to us.
what are you talking about?
I kept calling you on Snapchat like, hey, JVC, we're here. Come meet us over here.
And I
you're like,
was.
oh, yeah, I'm not going to fucking walk over there. In your fucking indignant tone.
I did walk over there, though.
You didn't, though. I had to fucking lie to you, tell you that we're getting an Uber to go home.
Oh, man.
Okay.
We called you up like 30 minutes apart, and both times you were at the same fucking bench.
Okay.
The only thing that I thought was worth pointing out was that Jordan told me that he was like, leave me out here so I could get stabbed on a trip that he initially wanted to go by himself on.
I forget what the circumstances were that separated us in the first place.
So,
we were at the Bull.
yeah, it was after that, and I was like, I want to go see the 9/11 Memorial and Museum because we were a little bit late for the tickets that Isaac had bought for us, for me and Isaac, because it was just supposed to be me and Isaac. But we were late because the Statue of Liberty thing ran so late.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
If we're
So-
just gonna skip the second day, I have a bit of a story to share from the third day.
okay, let me finish talking. So I was like, well, I still want to go see the 9/11 Memorial and Museum, so I was gonna go there, buy a ticket there, and just do it. I went to the memorial, and like I said earlier, the museum was closed, so I wasn't able to do that. And then I started walking. I was like, "Where did you guys go?" And I found out you guys were on the other side of the fucking peninsula. I was like, "Why the fuck am I here by myself?"
We
went to go
we
get
had
chopped cheese at
discovered
that
the
point.
metro.
Yes. And like I had said previously, I was like, I wanted to join you on that, and you guys
Oh.
left without me.
So,
And
quick story about the metro. The same thing happened to us that happened on the edge. We got in one entrance and walked straight out the other. We had to pay another $5 to get back in.
why? Wait a second, I'm
Because
confused.
we were looking for like a specific train and we weren't sure where it was.
Okay.
So we walked through another one of those like spinny barriers.
Why would you do that? That's obviously an
We thought
exit.
we thought that was. It didn't look like an exit from the inside.
Regardless, I think we went to the wrong train stop anyways.
Yeah, we did anyway.
I don't know how we fucked up because it's color coordinated.
Once I actually found mine, my subway train ride was pretty simple and straightforward. Like nothing of events happened. I
Well, we
just
couldn't
had to.
find it. That was the problem.
I couldn't find mine at first either, but like it took me a few minutes. But I once I got it, it was really easy. kinda
Okay,
confusing.
so let's talk about our experience of Joe's Pizza real quick.
I was gonna say Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty?
Yeah.
Heck yeah! Let's talk about Statue of Liberty.
So
We also have 11 minutes till it's been an hour duration.
We'll go an hour and a half this time because we have a visitor.
Okay.
so the day starts with Isaac and Hannah. They went on their own,
Yeah.
Yes.
and we slept in a little bit.
Yeah.
We had a tour guide. We learned a lot that day.
Yeah, but you also spent way more money on tickets than we did.
Yeah. Yeah.
For the almost the exact same experience.
Not the exact same. Experience.
Almost the exact same
Well,
experience.
we learned a lot of things. You
I
guys
mean,
just
you
looked at
can
stuff.
learn a lot of the same things just by reading the plaques.
Yeah. What did they say, Jordan?
I didn't read them. I didn't.
Ah.
I say I didn't read them either.
See?
I didn't care.
Jordan paid for Armin paid for a $20 experience. He got one. I'm glad Jordan.
You did not pay for $100-something experience,
It
though.
wasn't. It was $70.
Either way, that does not sound like something worth that much money to me.
Oh yeah.
Listen, here's the thing. If I paid for the one you were on, I would have put my fucking headphones in, listened to music, been like, oh yeah, that's some cool shit, and then just completely left, blanked the rest of it out. If you got value out of it, that's good for you. I would have not.
See, I mean, I respect tour guides and whatnot and people explaining the history, but like, not for that much money.
Not for $70?
No.
I mean, it's what, $50 difference?
Yeah.
It's all right. They were cool.
Well, yeah, I don't doubt that at all.
Difficulties like finding where the ferry was.
Nope.
No.
See, did you board the ferry in New York?
Yes.
Okay, we boarded the ferry from New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So we got lost because
Yes.
the GPS took us to bathrooms.
Nice.
Yes.
And we also found fellow travelers who were also lost because their GPS took them to the bathrooms.
Yes.
And we tagged along with them to try to find the place that we were trying to go.
And then we essentially walked 2 miles to get to where we were trying to go.
Yeah, a mile in the wrong way to some random fuck marina. Well, I boarded this man's fishing vessel to try to ask him where we're supposed to go.
It was an
to the
office. It was a
statue.
building.
Yeah, it was like an office, like a what? I think
It was like a
boat
repair office. Yeah, like a boat repair
Yeah.
office for the.
I think it's funnier if I say I boarded this man's fishing vessel.
I mean, yeah, it was floating, so like, I mean, come on.
It was some sort of vessel. We boarded there. I tried to ask, like, hey, is this the Statue of Liberty ferry? And they're like, no, that's like all the way on the other side.
Oh, man.
Keep going down this way. You'll hit it eventually, is what they told me. So we kept walking down that way. 2 miles later, we see like this massive line that nobody is in. It's just like fenced off for no reason. And then there's the ferries we were supposed to get on.
You know what? You know what I paid an extra $50 for?
What?
Being told where to go.
Were you told where to park and how to get there?
We didn't need to be told where to park. We
Okay,
took an
well, that
Uber.
was our problem.
Yeah.
We parked in a park, which was free parking. That was
Yeah.
based.
I mean, if we had just known where to go,
Yeah,
that park still would have been
that was
fine.
half the battle.
Yeah. But like, just yeah. I mean, once we got there, that was a trip. The girls that were there were really nice. They were pretty hot too.
Yeah, did you get their numbers?
No, we completely
Okay.
separated from them once we JVC was dragging his feet the whole time.
My feet were fucking killing me. Like, I wanted to cut them off and just I wanted to die, lay down in the grass and die.
Why, Jordan? Did you bring the wrong shoes or something?
I decided to tag along
Yes.
with the women.
Yeah, and then
Didn't you wear my shoes?
yeah,
No.
I was. That did not
Yeah.
help.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it helped like enough that I
was gonna
could
be
walk,
better than like.
but like it was not good.
Yeah.
Still, my feet were just not in the good condition the entire time.
So
in
like
Europe.
a good friend, I of course abandoned Jordan and went with the women.
I don't doubt. I don't blame you at all, man. They were very attractive women.
So
They were pretty.
in my defense, my plan was sound. I was gonna go with the ladies, and we were gonna find where we were going, and then I was gonna call JVC and tell him where it is, so he had to walk.
That's
west.
exactly what he did.
And it worked.
I also I was like kind of sightseeing on the walk there. I was taking pictures and videos
As you should.
and whatnot. So like, I mean, yeah.
Everywhere I looked, I was satisfied with what New York was. You know, I loved it.
So there was a 200 IQ play that we did.
What's up?
So how much did an Uber cost from Jersey to New York?
Oh, that's right. You guys took the
So $50
That's
for
right.
an Uber. I noticed while we were taking ferries that there were two ferries.
Mm-hmm. One in
One
New
that
York,
goes
and
to
New
New
Jersey.
York, one that goes to New Jersey. So I told JVC, what if we just boarded the one to New York? We're going to New York anyway. Let's save some money on an Uber. Because we're going to leave the car there. I didn't want to drive in New York. We're going to leave the car there. and then come back to it with an Uber later.
That was the big play.
So we
right
just
there.
boarded
That
the
was
fucking
good.
ferry to New York. No one asked anything. Apparently, you could just do that.
Yeah, that's just you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
I asked a
I don't
friend.
see why not.
I asked a friend who lives in New York.
Really?
And I told him about this, and he told me apparently there's just free ferries to get on to get from New Jersey to New York.
Really?
Yeah. So
I mean-
we wasted money on an Uber to get back, but oh well.
I mean, it's not like
You have a friend that lives in New York?
I have multiple friends that live in New York.
Why
almost
didn't
got
we talk to any of them?
connections.
Well, Pfeiffer was busy.
Well, I mean,
with a
I
family.
know about Pfeiffer. He doesn't live in New York, though.
I
He lives by Rochester. Right?
Caspiro,
Not in Rochester.
I met Caspiro like 12 years ago in a gaming
I
clan.
think you've actually talked to me about him before.
And he is only on Steam. So he wasn't on Steam for the week that I told him I was coming to New York, see if he wanted to hang out. And then, like, 6 months later, he messaged me like, "Oh shit, are you still in New York?" No, we left in 3 days.
That's funny as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, but I would have loved to meet one of your friends. That would have been dope as
I
shit.
would have loved to meet him too. Unfortunately, he didn't answer me.
That's sad. But yeah, I think that was actually a really good play, going from just straight from Statue of Liberty to New York.
What was your
Especially
favorite part of visiting Liberty Island?
Probably the statue.
not having a tour guide and
Yeah.
being able to walk through it in like 20 minutes.
We skipped
Yeah.
the whole like.
We skipped Ellis Island, which I'm sad about. I want to go back because I actually have heritage there. The first person to go
The
by
first Van Cleve.
the first Van Cleve came through Ellis Island.
What's a Van Cleve?
That's my last name.
Oh, is it? All right.
yeah.
I thought you were just Jordan.
Shut the fuck up. No, it was
Was I not supposed to say that?
what?
Was I not supposed to say
No,
that?
No,
No, I
mean,
said his
that's
full
what I
name in
said.
episode 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you did. Okay.
The name Van Cleve translates literally in Dutch to from Cleveland. It's Cleveland, Germany, to be specific. Actually, it's essentially not right on the border of Germany and the Netherlands, but it's really close. So, yeah, I
I
have
have an
no.
uncle who lives in the Netherlands, and when I lived in Germany, we drove to him, so I probably went through that city.
There's possibility.
I have a grandma that lives in Iowa.
So when he came through, he needed a new last name because he was starting like a whole new life. I guess that was a thing back then. This was in like fucking long ass time ago, like 1800s or some bullshit, I think. But he needed a new last name, and he was very creative and just strictly put where he was from.
Well, the fucking Irish literally just like said, "Oh yeah, my dad's fucking Jim, so my name's Jimson now."
Well, I mean, that's been a thing for a long time, like Carson or I feel like that's
Ragnarsson.
like anything with the last name like with son in it is like it's just,
That's the creativity right there. Peak
Yeah.
creativity.
but I mean, yeah, that's a little heritage on Jordan, I guess. But I tried doing Ancestry to go back a bit more and find out more information, but I only got so far. Anyways, yeah, I definitely want to go back to Ellis Island when we go back for the second trip. I'll skip Liberty Island, but Ellis Island's a must, and so is the 9/11 museum, because I really wanted to see that, but I didn't.
I literally went on this trip just for food.
Yeah, we're aware.
Partly for me, too. And that will be solely the reason why I go to Japan, okay?
For food?
Oh, yeah.
I'm down for that. Apparently, Japan has opened their borders up to visitors again.
Nice. My favorite part of Liberty Island?
We got food there.
Probably the tour guide. Yeah. My favorite part. Yeah, he was awesome. He was charismatic. Told me a
met,
lot
like,
about stuff.
Meeting a cool person like that would probably be pretty cool, but like just being able to go through it at your own pace and own time.
I'm not gonna pay to meet people.
Yeah. I think it was
There
just
are
a
strip
much.
clubs in New York
I
that
feel like
pay
there's
to
a
meet
much better
people.
experience just doing it yourself.
I mean, he told me a lot about NYU, New York University, and at the time I wanted to go to NYU. And
Well, that's like a cool little personal thing, I guess.
I guess, yeah. Maybe for you personally, it was, like,
I'm
really
glad
good.
you got value out of it.
yeah,
But, like, not for me.
I know.
It just seems pointless to me, but, you know, that's just me. Anyways, I feel like... What the hell are you doing?
I'm getting this weight out of my foot area so I can stop touching it.
I'm really confused on
All right,
what
let's
we...
fast track. We went to the Statue of Liberty. We got food. We got on the...
After
back
the
to New
Statue
York.
of Liberty, Hannah and I actually, that was like the only thing that wasn't exactly scheduled. We had a few hours until we had our tickets scheduled for the 9/11 museum. We took a very nice walk through New York.
Did you guys get tickets to the 9/11 museum,
Yep.
even though it was closed?
It was before it closed.
Yeah, they went
Jordan
before it
got there
closed.
about at least a couple hours after
okay.
we got there. But
Jordan, did you not have tickets?
My ticket was supposed to be with Isaac.
Oh,
Like,
so you,
that
came late.
he bought 2 tickets, one for him and one for me.
Mm.
And we were late. So, yeah, that's how that
Did
went.
everyone just get a Discord ping?
mm-hmm.
I mean, I did, but I got it because... What was that in? That was in the House of Son of Old.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, so it was just you two then.
Yeah. What? Why?
But Hannah and I, we just started walking aimlessly. And I think that was actually one of my favorite parts of the trip. Because that was when we actually got a little bit of more familiar with the New York culture. We stopped at this one coffee place called Blue Bottle Coffee. There's not any in Iowa. It's mostly an Eastern kind of thing. Awesome place.
Blue
Joe's
Bottle's
Pizza
like
was first night.
like a delivery sort of thing.
I don't know anything much outside of my experience there. But they sell coffee grounds and stuff like that.
I know I've ordered from them before.
Did you guys hear me?
Hmm.
Joe's Pizza was first night.
Okay.
First
That
night.
makes sense.
Yeah. I didn't remember that being first night, but yeah.
I mean, we could get home pretty
Remember
late.
what you also bought in New York that first night?
I'm gonna keep that under wraps.
Why?
I'm not gonna talk about that online.
Okay, I mean, that's up to you, I guess.
My extra small condoms are my business.
All right.
He's lying. They're just extra large.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Why
you're
does it
welcome.
say April 30th still for the Statue of Liberty? What?
But after that, also, plus about Blue Bottle Coffee, it's actually a coffee shop, not like Starbucks, okay? There was not a single milkshake in sight at Blue Bottle Coffee.
Tim would
Thank
be
you very much.
disappointed.
Tim would be disappointed?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Sultan of Shakes.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, if you want a shake place, go to a shake place, not a coffee place.
You don't hang out with Tim at all, so like you probably wouldn't know a lot of the information on him.
No.
JVC, you know that Tim is the shake man.
What?
Tim.
Here's the thing with shakes?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
He like
I only remember it's
Shake
Double Trouble.
connoisseur.
I mean, that's the only thing I remember.
connoisseur.
All right, I mean, all right.
But after that, we had some street food, Hannah and I. And there's
I wanted to get street food, and
There-
I just never found.
there's
the
something
opportunity.
about the expected impression being shitty that makes it all the better.
Did you get a dirty dog?
I got chicken fajita. No. I got a chicken kebab.
Okay, so you went fancy.
Sure, yeah.
Jesus shit.
I love how like the little stand had like pictures of like professional photos of these really nice looking foods, and I see a kebab with nice grilled chicken and onions and peppers and stuff like that, and I'm like, I want one of those. He grabs a stick with just chicken on it, and he stamps it with his freaking iron, right? And I'm like, this is legit. I love it. I love everything about it. He
Apparently
drizzled
those
barbecue
carts
sauce on top.
Cost a lot to open up in New York.
Yeah?
Yeah, like $50,000.
Really?
Yeah, like it's insane.
I mean, that was $11 for chicken on a stick.
For $50,000 to open up, I imagine the prices are going to be.
It's
high.
all right. Like, it was even better when like.
Was it good?
Oh, absolutely.
That's what.
And
that's
like
what
in the
matters.
middle of cooking, he's smoking a cigarette. His buddy behind him is smoking a cigarette, talking. They're talking to each other in like Arabian or something.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, this genuine.
That's the life.
This is real. Okay, I'm getting the real experience.
That's like you got to get a pizza in New York from a man in a wife beater. It was sweaty and hairy.
Yeah.
That's the best pizza
And if he
experience.
sweats in it, even better.
That's the seasoning. That's the
Isaac,
secret sauce.
I think you were wrong. I
About
think we
what?
went to the Statue of Liberty on the 30th. That's
Think
what
so?
my photos are telling me.
Wait a second. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Am I?
Mhm.
Okay. I was like, that was really throwing me off for a second there.
Mhm.
I was like, wait a second. Because honestly, I genuinely thought it was the first two. Like, I actually did.
Yeah, I remember now that you mention it. Hannah and I had a conversation about that.
Okay. Well, I guess that solves that confusion.
Doesn't matter though.
Yeah, it does.
Let's talk about Joe's Pizza.
Joe's Pizza was.
Not a disappointment at all.
Freaking best pizza
I
I
would
ever
say
had.
I would not say the best pizza I've ever
I'm a
had.
thin crust fan.
I know you are.
It was a top tier pizza.
It was. I'd probably give it like a 7.5. Honestly,
Where have you had pizza that's better?
I wouldn't say I've had better, but I've had equal.
So your whole
never
life you've had
above a
mid pizza?
7.5 pizza?
Yeah,
Dang.
I think I can
Where have
safely
you
say
had
that.
equal pizza?
I mean, I really like the Rosati's pizza.
I'm a big fan of DiGiorno.
DiGiorno's not bad, but it's frozen pizza. That's a different category.
I'm so glad that you have yet to mention Domino's in this conversation.
Domino's is like a solid 6, 5 or 6.
You can't compare Rosati's pizza to Joe's Pizza. They're completely different styles of pizza.
I guess yeah, but like
Rosati's is
it's a
good.
restaurant's pizza. That's what I'm basing this.
Did you go to Chicago with us?
Yeah,
You had Lou Malnati's, right?
yeah. I would say that pizza, oh my god, that was really good.
That was a good fucking
That was probably I'd probably at least give that a 7.5. Honestly maybe a bit more. I'm a big fan of Chicago style
On the
pizza.
Chicago style
Lasagna?
scale, that was a 9.
I can't disagree honestly.
New York
But, like,
pizza, 11.5 for me
out of 10.
out of 3.
Okay, stop being stupid.
I don't think you know how scales work.
Yeah,
Nah, it's
I
my
don't-
scale.
I don't-
Hey, haven't we just been talking
how about
about
you use one of
for
our
me
scales
personally,
instead?
my
How about
preference
you
4 out
use?
of -5.
Yeah.
How about you shut up and use one of our scales, huh?
Okay. 10 out of 5 stars.
Okay, shut up.
I'll give it a thumbs up out of 5 stars.
Yeah.
Like it was good, but like I don't know, it just kind of seemed like every other thin crust pizza I've ever had.
Nah, not at all. No,
That was
those,
beautiful.
Those ingredients were fresh.
I mean, yeah, I'm
The
not.
crust was perfectly crispy, had the chew.
I guess like I've never really been a super big fan of thin crust personally.
The
but,
guys
like,
at the pizza place also didn't have English as their first language.
they were. I mean, they seemed pretty cool, but you know, they just-
This motherfucker tried to buy one of the uniforms off of these people.
He had a Joe's Pizza hat, and I'm like, I want that hat. I asked about it. I don't think they understood the question. They're like, nope. Nah.
No, he definitely understood the question. Told you, no, I'm not selling you the hat in perfect
Well,
English.
I think I would have provided where I could get the friggin' hat, but obviously
You
I'll just
probably
look
can't
it up.
Get the hat. It's an employee thing.
I will do 2 weeks. In
Don't
New
forget
York
about
and work there.
the Batman Little Caesars hat. There was several people that so when the Batman movie came out with Robert Pattinson, Little Caesars was giving their employees special hats for that.
Yeah.
There was several people that just went and applied at Little Caesars, got the job, worked the first day for the hat, and then quit.
Did they sell them on eBay or something?
Some of them, yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I would look up how much they go for on eBay right now, but the internet's bad.
But like, I mean, they were cool fucking hats. Like they were sick looking, but like, I don't know.
So, how long did we wait in line for Joe's Pizza?
It wasn't that long.
It wasn't that long.
It was
I've
half
waited
an hour.
longer.
It was about half an hour. During that half an hour, I made the mistake that my dad told me to not make.
You went to a.
I went to a New
shop.
York friggin' what?
Overpriced gift shop, tourist
Yeah,
gift shop.
Yeah. Snow globes galore.
Mhm.
They're like a buy 2 get 1 free kind of thing. I spent
You spent $100-something on that.
$116 at that store for 2 snow globes, a water bottle, a T-shirt, a ball cap, and that is
Did you buy a
it.
cap at the edge?
What?
Did you buy a cap at the
I
edge?
did buy a cap at the edge. It's a Hudson Yards.
It's at
cap.
your mom's right now. I saw
It is at mom's. It's actually covered in sweat stains. I gotta clean it.
What? I bought a few shot glasses.
I don't think I brought anything back from New York.
But what's so significant about this Joe's Pizza that we went to?
This was the OG Joe's Pizza.
It was the original one, and technically, it was the one in the Spider-Man 2 movie.
Mm-hmm.
They actually
Same tax forms as the Spider-Man 2 movie. One.
Yes. So originally it was in a different location. Like it was like 2 or 3 doors down from there. Actually, their lease went up, so they just moved to a different building. And like that was it. The same. It was the same. Like people, same whatever, everything. It's just not technically the same building, but it's very close to it.
We went in giant as seen on Spider-Man
Sticker. Yep.
movie poster, not poster,
there was
sign.
a wall of like celebrities that have been there.
Yeah, there was also that.
It was a great place, historical.
I think I might have a picture of
Our
that.
Uber driver told us that that was a very tourist thing to do, to go to the original Joe's Pizza, to wait in line for
Waiting in line at Joe's Pizza.
I waited.
I wouldn't do that.
One time, I waited 2 hours to fucking ride at Adventureland. Like that was not a wait at all.
I feel like it's just completely retarded not to buy like the cut in line pass, like whatever they charge for it. You just
Does
gotta buy it.
Adventureland have that?
I'm pretty sure they do.
I've never seen that before.
I think I don't
So like I've
know.
had the season pass before. 3 years in a row I did.
Every time I've gone to Adventureland with my family, we've been poor, so we couldn't afford it. But like, you're gonna save so much time.
I guess I don't know. I've never seen that before, so
Also, visiting Joe's Pizza was our closest glimpse at
Times Square.
Times Square.
Something I said, why not? Let's just go to Times Square. And they were like, no, let's go home. Then we didn't go to Times Square because they also said that we were going to do it the next day.
Hey, man, there was a ton of things we all wanted to do that we just didn't.
We were right there!
I know.
You have no excuse!
I don't think I even said no to you directly.
I don't care.
I don't remember this at all.
Blame me then. I'll take it.
I blame everyone.
All
I was
right.
like, I want to just, we could, it's right, we could just
You
go.
could have gone on your own.
I think we were close enough.
Well-
We definitely saw cars that have an Instagram.
Yes.
You know?
But, like, I didn't really
I think there was like an
see
event
shit
or
for
something going
billboards.
on.
Yeah, there's always events going on. I follow.
Yes, New York.
As of that trip, I follow Times Square Instagram. They have a lot of stuff going on over there.
Don't take pictures with any of the people dressed up. Just be like, no, I don't want a picture, because they'll take the picture, they'll be like, hey, you want a picture? And then you'll be like, yeah, why not? And they'll be like, you gonna pay me for that? And then you'll be like, what?
I would just tell them no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Did you take a picture with someone?
no, like that's just a rule I keep
Okay,
saying.
okay. Did you take a picture with anyone?
No.
I thought you took a picture with the fattest Spider-Man you could find.
What?
What?
I
It's
never.
something that I just made up.
Yeah.
Yes, we didn't go to Times Square, so
I feel like you were telling me like it's my mission to go find a Spider-Man impersonator and take a picture with them.
I don't know. I say a lot of things.
Am
I feel like
making
he
this up?
may have said that, but we didn't do it.
I have like a vivid memory of you like telling me like I took a picture with the fattest Spider-Man I could find.
Yeah, you're wrong.
I don't
That's-
recall.
That did not
But
happen.
I say a lot
That's
of
a very
stupid
vivid
stuff.
memory.
That didn't happen.
I
That
say
was
lot
a
of dumb
dream.
stuff.
I'll accept this, but it's very vivid in my mind.
Fattest
You took a
Spider-Man.
picture with the fattest
What a
Spider-Man you
unique
could find.
goal. Oh man. But
All right.
That was fun.
I'm still trying to figure out what we did, because, like, we were there for 3 days, 3 nights, right?
No.
Was
Yeah,
it?
I don't think we were. I think we're inserting a second night.
I think we keep on thinking it was an extra day because it took a day to get there. Like, we left one day. It was the next day when we showed up. We spent the night, enjoyed a full day of New York.
This was when we left, April 28th, 12:31 p.m. That's Iowa time.
So the first day was that a fucking cow?
No,
that
it was a car.
That was a car, sir.
That did not sound like
Are
a
you
cow.
okay?
That was maybe a motorcycle.
April 29th, 6:30 a.m. was when Armin was driving through the hills of Pennsylvania, and we were about to drop Jeezy off, and it freaking looked beautiful. Sun was amazing. Oh yeah. Then we got to Philly, April 29th, 9:51 a.m. Around there, yeah.
We waited in line so we could hold balls in our hands.
That's right. We didn't even talk about the bull very much. Let's talk about that.
So JVC and I got there, and I wanted a normal person pick with the horns. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we waited in that line.
Yeah.
And then shortly after that, we met back up. The two groups converged into one.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
then we all wanted pictures with the balls, so
Yeah.
We took a
waited
group
in
picture
that
with
line
us
as well.
all. Let's see. We got to.
I think we got like a really nice picture. It was JVC and I on the sides, each grabbing one testicle, and then Isaac looking like a cutie pie, laying down on his stomach.
You guys can find that on Instagram.
We got to our Airbnb around 12:53 p.m.
Yeah.
That was New York time.
After that, we split up again. JVC went off on his own. We went to go get chopped cheese at Haji's.
Yeah,
Wait,
like I said, I was
before
supposed to go
that
with
though,
you.
we did take a nice stroll through Wall Street.
Yeah, we went past Wall Street and the Trump Tower.
We ran into a homeless deaf woman singing her heart out.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I do it an iteration,
She was toothless,
but
too.
then people would stop listening.
She was singing Taylor Swift.
Yeah, something like that.
No,
But,
I remember it. She was
right
singing
around
Taylor
the corner.
Swift.
Right around the corner. What did we see? But
Trump
two
Tower.
women flipping off
Trump Tower.
Trump Tower. They were taking turns with their tourist pictures, flipping off Trump Tower.
Now,
And
we have a disagreement about this. You think that they sought out this
that was
place.
definitely on their itinerary, bro.
I felt like they could have just stumbled upon this.
Like we did?
Yeah, like we did.
We were literally walking to Wall Street. We were like, oh shit, there's Trump Tower.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like if you have the idea of flipping off Trump Tower, maybe you...
Well, if I was a Trump hater, I would have taken a picture of us flipping off Trump Tower at that point.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Any situation's possible.
I feel like it's possible that they're just.
It is possible, just as possible as them
Both
looking
things
for
are
the building.
possibilities. I'm just saying, when you said this, you didn't consider this a possibility.
No, I just didn't mention it.
For reference,
It seemed like you were like, no, they sought this out.
the touching
I
of
mean,
the
it definitely felt like it.
the touching of the balls for the bull took place on April 30th, 3:45 p.m.
Yeah. That's sweet. But yeah,
Get off your phone.
about that
I'm
chopped cheese.
looking through the pictures.
About that chopped cheese.
And then we were in the car to leave at on May 1st at 10:15 a.m.
So, like, what warranted the group split? Because Jordan was on.
When I
his
went by
own.
myself,
Yeah,
I was going to the 9/11 Memorial and Museum,
that's right.
and I asked you guys if you guys wanted to come with me. You're like, no.
Because we had already gone.
Well, yeah, but like you could have gone
I
with
also
me.
did not give a fuck about it. That's why.
Yeah. When I walked through the museum, I was then reminded how much I don't like reading at a museum. Because I just like looking at the broken stuff, and pictures and all that. But there was just so much to read. We were in there for at least an hour. I took
We
cool
did
pictures.
see one thing from the 9/11.
On New Jersey side, yeah.
Yeah,
There was the two like walls that were in the place
and
of
the piece of rubble,
towers. Yeah,
the steel beam.
yeah.
I had to make a jet fuel can't melt steel beams joke.
There was another thing in New Jersey that we didn't see. I'm not sure exactly where it is, but it's a giant teardrop. I don't know where that's
There's a
at.
lot of things in New Jersey that we didn't see.
Well, like for the 9/11
Oh, okay, I see.
memorial, but I don't know where that was at. Probably on that same like pier area, but just somewhere else.
Maybe.
That's my guess. But what were we talking about?
New York.
Well, obviously
Or
you were saying something. Oh yeah, how did we get the split? I went to go see the 9/11 memorial.
And
then
we
you
took
guys,
the metro to get to the chopped cheese.
You guys went to the chopped cheese without me, and Yeah, that was kind of what I was upset
Well,
about.
I think how it went was
We got you a
Armin,
chopped
Hannah,
cheese,
and
didn't
I,
we?
Yeah, you did. It was really good. I appreciated it.
for any locals that are wondering what the original OG chopped cheese tasted like, think of like Bebops in the shape of a Subway sandwich, but like almost better. It was really good.
Way better.
Really
Way
good.
better.
It had like nice crispiness on the beef,
Mm-hmm.
but like at the same time, the crumble from the chopping was there.
Mm-hmm.
The cheese was all in one piece, as opposed to a lot of people who make chopped cheese who chop the cheese, which you're not supposed to do. That's very important. But I think the thing that makes a chopped cheese, you gotta wrap it.
Yeah.
Because when you wrap it, the bread gets a little like steamy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was a moist baby.
I mean, by the time I ate mine, it was pretty cold and like soggy, but
Yeah.
it was still very
We
good.
ate our chopped cheeses at a nice park.
Mm-hmm.
It was a nice little break to take.
Yeah. One of the few places that you won't really run into a lot of people if you just go sit down.
But like, okay, the story of me getting to that point, I was upset that you guys had went to it without me because I wanted to go to that.
Well, I was going to mention, at that point, Armin and Hannah and I, we were just kind of like figuring out what to do, really.
I figured if you guys didn't come with me, you guys would have at least just waited for me, found something else to do.
We weren't gonna wait for you because you weren't coming.
I was though.
You weren't.
Let me
though.
get to that. Okay, I was like, "Where are you guys at?" And you guys struggled very much to tell me where you guys were at.
We did not. We told you exactly where we were at. We told you the streets.
Yeah, eventually.
We told
Took
you.
you 10 minutes to get
hold
to
on,
that.
We're like in the middle of this street. Let us get down to the end. Oh, these are the cross streets we're at.
Okay. Either way, I took the subway to get to them. I was at the top left corner of Central Park. I was like, I'll start walking to you guys. So I started walking down across Central Park, the short end of the top, and I got to the top right corner, and Hannah was like, we'll meet you halfway. So I stopped walking. Okay?
You stopped walking after we offered to meet you halfway.
Yeah, because, I had already walked halfway.
That was not halfway.
It was for me.
You were at Central Park. That's where we were considering the halfway mark.
Like, I walked across
All right.
Central Park.
Fair enough. You walked the 2 blocks across the top of Central
What are you
Park
talking about? It was 6.
from the 20
I don't
that we
know,
had
bro.
to walk. Halfway,
I don't know
close
nothing.
enough, right? Then we call you, and we ask where you are. We tell you where we are,
Okay, yes.
and then you don't continue
you
walking.
called me to tell me...
And then you say, I'm not coming.
I didn't say that.
You
because,
did.
No, okay, so Hannah said she asked me where I was at so she could meet me there, okay? That's what I assumed was happening.
Here's the issue. It was 3 people that you were communicating with.
Yes,
I don't
there
think there was ever a moment where the 3 of us were like, all right, what are we going to tell them? To be really honest.
I was going off of what Hannah was telling me, okay? Because she's the one, honestly, I trust the most. Fuck both of you.
I was assuming we were going to meet in the middle
What I do?
from where you were at the time to where we were at the time,
That's not what I...
which was like 10 blocks for you and 10 blocks for us. Not 20 blocks for us and 6 blocks for you.
It's not at all what it was like, actually.
To be really
It is.
honest,
It really
it's
is.
not.
It definitely
I could
is.
even pull it up right now.
We're going to pull it up right now.
to be really honest, at that point for me, I was just going with the flow. I had my sandwich. I didn't really have a plan for the rest of the trip. I was walking, and out of the 4 of us, I don't know, I enjoy walking the most. So I was really just fine with doing that. Armin eventually dipped out. He's like, yeah, I need to get an Uber. And so Hannah paid for that. And then we waited for Jordan so we could meet up, give him the sandwich, and then we'd take an Uber. And Hannah paid for that. And that was $200 later. Which
So like I
was
said,
crazy.
you're looking at your map.
Yeah.
I got off the subway, the top left corner of Central Park.
All right. So
Okay.
you walk those 3 long blocks there.
Yes.
And then we were all the way in Thomas Jefferson Park, which is quite a bit more than
I'll be honest,
halfway
I
from
had
that
no
corner
idea
of
where we
Central
were
Park.
at all.
I don't know about that because like it looks about the
it
same to
fucking
me.
Is. No, it's not.
Like look, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, I am too. Does Central Park look like halfway from the left side of my screen to the right side of my screen?
Not quite.
JVC? Does that look like half?
Yes.
Are you retarded?
I'd say
Do we
Can't
need
we-
to like? Where's the tape measure? We have a tape measure.
I'd
in
say
here.
that's 3/8 of the way.
Tape measure. Okay.
We have a tape measure in here if you want to get specific with this.
I don't think it matters.
Matters to me. Matters to us.
Nobody died during the trip. Maybe some people's feet died during the trip. But I will say the last thing I really wanted to do after that was go see a real-life Daily Bugle stand that we walked to just for me to find out that they had done the Daily Bugle
Also,
thing for just one day.
I wasn't told anything about Thomas Jefferson Park.
And I was very sad because of it.
That's where we were. Why would we?
I was
tell
not
you,
told anything about Thomas Jefferson
Why would
Park.
we tell you where we are if we're gonna meet you halfway?
I don't know. I was told to go to the Blue Sky Deli, so that's where I started walking.
Here's what should have happened. We were at the Blue Sky Deli,
Okay.
which is right next to Thomas Jefferson Park. You were at Central Park. What should have happened is you made your way to the Blue Sky Deli. We made our way to Central Park, and we would have met somewhere in the middle.
That's what I thought was happening already.
Except you were sitting down!
I think the misconception was...
That was before I started walking across Central Park.
That was after I lied to you to get you to come over.
That's not at all what happened.
I think-
That is what happened.
No, it's not.
100% is
No,
what
it's
happened.
not.
I
1
think
billion percent.
Isaac, shut up.
Isaac, get in here. What happened?
I think the misunderstanding was that...
It's not a misunderstanding. He's wrong.
was that, once the idea of meet us halfway, for my mind, the theory is we just start walking towards each other, and then naturally that would be the halfway point.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's
That's
again,
what any normal person would have done.
But I started walking out like across Central Park.
No, like
I was like, man, I am really fucking tired right now.
Yeah, so was I.
I don't think you can consider. I don't think anybody could consider what they had walked previously once that idea was set in stone.
I called once I got off the subway. I was like, okay, where are you guys at? Tell me what it's called, because I couldn't find it.
Blue Sky Deli.
I found it eventually. And I was like, okay, I'm going to start walking there.
We all
I
got our food.
I got to the end of Central Park. I was like, I called you guys again. I was like, I'm fucking tired. And then Hannah told me, where are you at? We'll meet you there. And then I was like, okay. And I sent her my address, my location.
So you just stopped walking.
Yes.
You let us walk,
Yes.
whose feet were also killing us.
I will say, near the end, especially after you left to get an Uber home, he did walk to meet us at the spot that we then parked.
Oh, well, that's nice.
And I got there and I was like, where's Armin? I was like, and they were like, yeah, he left in an Uber. I was like, what the fuck?
May or may not have been an extra $100 that didn't need to happen, but
You know what? I paid Hannah for that. Completely me.
yeah,
No split by anyone.
yeah.
And I didn't make anybody wait on me. I will not be shamed for taking an Uber home.
I'm proud of the whole day. For me, in my perspective, nothing bad happened to me. Okay.
No, nothing bad happened, but I do want to take this opportunity to shit on JVC.
Okay.
I love both
overall,
I was just
enjoyed
overall like very upset that like you guys just went to this place without me and left me on literally the other side of New York.
You could have came over. You could have said,
I
hey.
did.
You could have said, hey, don't come to me. I want to come to this deli to see what it's like for myself. Let me come over. You guys stay there. Is that a hard thing to say?
I mean, that's what I was doing initially.
You didn't tell us that.
I told Hannah that.
Hannah didn't tell us that. I
Well,
guess
that's not
the
my
Hannah
fault
problem.
then.
You didn't tell me that. You didn't tell Isaac that.
I think it's very important to say that I love both of you and thank you both for coming on my New York trip.
Thank you for coming on.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Can you say that again?
It was all of our New York trip, but it was Jordan's idea because he was on vacation.
It was supposed to be my trip, but
It was your trip. It was all of our
it was
trips.
supposed to be my trip.
Well, you can drive alone next time. If it bothers you that much.
Fuck.
It was all of our trips, Jordan. We all had fun. We all grew closer as better friends
We all learned
who are not bitter about any of our experiences
I'm a little bitter.
and have grown from them all.
Hey, it's an hour and 30, okay? I think it's a good time
Yeah,
to
I know
cut
what
it
time
off.
it is. Okay. All right, we're gonna close it off. He took that Uber home. Me and Isaac, Isaac and Hannah, we tried finding this Daily Bugle stand that didn't exist. And then we were like, well, what the fuck? So we took an Uber home that also cost like $100.
I took the Uber to the car, actually.
Actually, yeah. He took an Uber to the car and then
Nice.
drove that home.
That's good.
We drove home. We were all very tired. Went to sleep. Woke up.
Went home.
And then drove, 12...
Terrible
14,
ride
12,
back
14
home.
hours home. Terrible. That was...
It was a lot better than the first ride.
Honestly, I enjoyed
But
it.
still, I'm the worst passenger ever, okay? And I made that decision after the trip. I'm the worst passenger ever.
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
I gotta say, shout out Duck, our Airbnb host, who gave us a parking ticket that was 4 years expired, and I forgot to give it back to him, and he never complained.
All right. Well, that has been tonight's episode of Too Many Words with Armin in studio. Okay?
Thanks for having me.
Guys, listeners, don't be afraid of the way that we talk to each other. We do this all the time. It's not
We all
toxic
love
at
each
all.
other very much.
We love each
most of
other.
the time.
Just
Hey,
less
Armin.
at certain times.
Armin,
Yes.
amen on 3?
What? No, he's not going to do it.
This is the thing?
This is our closer.
Amen
we do
on 3?
Amen on 3.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Amen.